Hey everybody, good day and good energy to y'all. So I want to express some things on the heart and talk about friendships and things that have been going on recently with my friends. Um, in particularly two friends, very good friends, and things have happened recently that have I guess separated us. And it's not a separation I take easy. Um, I think about ways to try to, fix our problems and our relationships and, these things, every day, pretty frequently. It's always on my mind. Um, you know, More than ever, I want a team, I want a family, I want, a community, I want a tribe. I want people around me whom, think similarly to me, not exactly like me. I'm glad that we have our differences. It really adds, to the overall um, capabilities and possibilities of the moment, and thus we can all learn and grow from. So I'm all about us being different, but I know at least what I've learned in my journey, for this type of a movement to work, we've got to have some type of a code, guideline. Um, I don't like using rules and regulations, those type of words, because we've grown up with those things, and I've always been one to try to challenge rules and regulations. So I don't, like again, it's more of like an honor code, like a guideline, like just a way of knowing how to do things. And we're all at different levels, and that's okay. Um, but until I've figured out some type of a again, a knowing a way of doing things, a type of blueprint that we can all follow and all adhere to and all have essentially kind of guiding us. Then I think once something like that is established, amongst us all, truly and authentically, then we can really start to trust each other and build up our relationships again. Because even with how similar I am to Joshua and Shawn Michael and all these deep. What's up, Mom? What's up, Mom? Oh, okay. Rosie, shy, it's okay. All right, sorry about that. The parents are helping out with some dog duty right now. I just want to try to get this video out because I saw that Joshua had made a video last night or sometime yesterday talking about. Oh, I mean, I haven't even seen the video to be honest, but the title told me a lot, and I wanted to let him know if he watches this video that I still recognize who you are. Um, I still believe in who you are and what I've said you are, being the Heavenly Father. Now, there's that term, those two words, I think further. What I'm trying to say is I've come to really, I think, come to a hard truth, and that is that, we've been lied to much more than we really think we have, at least more than I thought. It's just, you uncover a lie and there's like another lie and it continues to unravel, and what I've been learning about and really, appreciating to a little bit of a higher level how serious it is the it's just the manipulation that's gone into the to Christianity, into religions in general, and the people that have designed them, and what their intentions really are, and how they took the most high truth from prophets and messengers and people like Yahushua and many others, Muhammad, the Buddha. There's been a lot of people that come and bring forth messages and do different types of works, and these people have come and they've done what they've did, and these people see what they've done, and it spreads orally, and the information that was passed on to them is spread, and these traditions are kept up as best they can, and that's when I think, from an NWP perspective, they would see this truth spreading and this movement spreading and what this prophet or this messenger had just done spreading in this land. And, unless they do something to, deal with it, it's going to overcome. It's love. I mean, that is, the more people begin to see that this is the truth, the more they practice the truth and they feel the results of the truth within themselves and see the truths in their environment, the more they're going to believe in it, and the more they're going to spread it, the more they're going to be that, and the less power that's going to give the others. So, in my opinion, what I would do if I were them is I would go in there and place individuals in particular spots to speak the truth, but manipulate it in a way that the people look at them like they are now the representatives of this message, and thus they can now put forth their own doctrines to keep people under certain spells, to keep them in line for a particular way that is, it's manipulation. They're keeping them in line to, be slaves for their evil empire while they're posing to be, true, divine, priests or, messengers and workers of the Most Highs. When, they're really the opposite. They're working for the most lows, or, the devil, whatever demanifestation, whatever, term that fits for you. So that's what I think's been done in a nutshell. Sean Michael has recently shared with me certain, names and informations that have, are showing, these people have designed these things with certain intentions. And then the more I've just been thinking about certain phrases that I do know in the Bible, I start thinking, I'm like, wow, there's a few phrases right there, not even a whole bunch, but just a few of them put in the right places, that when people pay attention to them and they keep paying attention and they're told to pay attention to them, it can really create some serious mental barriers and imbalances, and get you believing in things that are outside of yourself and putting power to things that are away from you, and taking away your own ability to do things in this now to help yourself and others. And it would make you, and thus that makes you more of a slave, more easily controlled, easily docile, and that's why I think, things in America and all over the world have gotten to such a, evil degrees, because, we've bitten into the bait, that is the snake that tips us with sin, and, we've been entertaining it and feeding it, under the guise that it is something that it's actually good for us, these governments, essentially. And, now we're coming to find that they've been lying about a lot of stuff, and they've been, actually putting on a front to appear as our governments, but they're actually fraudulent. America, the United States is a corporation. It's not a government. So in that sense, it literally is a fraudulent government. It's not a government. It's a corporation. So, these things are starting to come to light, and I want to try to, I'm sorry, I got a little digressed off the subject. I wanted to focus more on friendships and Sean Michael and Joshua, and to let you guys know that, y'all are always in my heart, and I have never had so many different challenging things going on with my friends in my life, and it seems to be going on with just about everybody in my life right now. So I know there's a lot that's going on inside me that I need to take care of, because it's not all you guys, obviously. There's reasons why I'm not able to get along with you guys as well. So I see that. And I think that's also part of the reason, until I feel, confident, and ready and right and really compelled, to try to figure these things out, then I can't do it. I'd be forcing a change. I'd be trying to force myself to do something that I don't really feel is the right time to do it. So what I'm getting at is, there's things that I still need to figure out within myself. There's things that I still need to go and do, on my own, truths that I have to test, because I really do feel, there's a way to go about saving this planet, this earth, and to help humanity, and I feel like I've got an alright sense of how to do it. Now, there's a lot of work I have to do on myself, and with people and in general. But that's okay. I'm gonna get it done. But I know for the time being that at least I haven't found anybody else who's, just kind of where I'm at as far as the strategic aspects of what I think it takes to get this job done in the way that I see it getting done, and I feel so confident in my ability to do it that I don't really need to, like I'm fine with it just being me for right now. I think that for the time being, there's certain bridges and things that I need to build and, maintain and share, that for right now, it may just be me that can do these things. And that's okay, because I can also make videos and share the process with y'all. And, when the time is right, and things are in order, for us all, then, maybe we can all meet up, and begin being a family and begin rebuilding this reality, and show the world, what good men and women and people can do when they come together with a true willingness and desire to better themselves and better the world. So, Pops, Joshua, I just want you to know this is your kingdom. I'm not trying to be the king here at all. I have no desire to rule or power. I'm just a most high soldier trying to do a job, and I've tried, believing and trusting in other people, and I still believe and trust you guys. I'm sorry, that was the wrong way of saying it. But I've found that the way I see things with this mission, just too many things have panned out in a way that shows that, my perception was a little bit more in line with truth than you guys was. And that's just the way it is. It's not my, I'm, is what it is. It's not really up to me. It's just what I was given the ability to do and see. And so I'm just going to go and use that to the best of my ability, and test it too, because I could be wrong. I could be totally crazy and off, and you guys could be totally on the right in what you all are doing, and you guys are. I'm not saying that you're wrong in what you're doing, because you're all right where you need to be, but I'm just saying for what I'm trying to do in this mission and in this life and saving the world, from what I hear you guys share with me, it doesn't sound kosher. It doesn't sound like it's going to, be the solution that I imagine needs to be. I don't even think it's not even kind of like it's moving in the wrong area too. It's not even kind of moving into the area that I think the solution is going to birth out of. I think it's, kind of missing the beat, essentially. It's missing the main point, which is about love, which is all about us coming together and getting over our selfishnesses and our hates and our perceptual barriers and, all this greediness and all this sin and all this attachment to heaviness and materialism and exploitation. I mean, it's getting rid of all that. That's the main thing that needs to get done here on planet Earth. That. So, that's what I've been designing my whole idea in my life around, is how to best combat that. And from what I've found, it's going out into nature. It's getting away from these things that have built us up to be this sick way. We've got to, redo everything, essentially. We've got to flip everything on its, we're living in an inverted system, so we have to invert the inverted system and stand it back up, And I think the best way to do that is to leave these cities, is to stop feeding them, to start putting energy back into the earth, back into ourselves, and stop giving it to them, And this will have be good in two ways for us, because one, is going to stop giving them so much power, and it's going to give us more power. So, I know it's a huge idea, and it's just an idea I've got that doesn't have a lot of specifics attached to it. It's very hypothetical in nature. I do plan on ironing it out a little bit more methodically and sharing with you guys in some type of a document, but that takes time. For right now, I think speaking about these things and sharing it with people is good. And it's good I think it's good for people to even just start thinking about these things, because everything starts with a thought. And then from a thought, you develop a course of action, and you go and you do that action, but it starts with a thought. You got to plant the seed in order for the seed to grow. So I'm trying to help plant seeds for humanity so that we can grow into something new and better and different, and something that is in line with good growth and God, and His Word and the Word of Yahushua, and love, and what it really means to take care of things, to the true and highest ability that we know how to take care of them. So, all right, thanks for watching, guys. And again, Shawn Michael, Joshua, I love you guys, man. Theodore, I miss you guys. I think about you all the time. I can't tell you how many times I feel hopeless and helpless without you guys. I mean, those moments and thoughts do pop in, but I I try to focus on the mission, the fact that I know we're going to get together and things are going to iron out when the time's right, and that there's a time and place for everything. And sometimes in order for, some peace and for things to settle down and to grow, you got to give things some space. So, I just want you all to know I love you guys. Pops, thank you so much for everything you've taught me. I couldn't have done this without you. I couldn't have done this without any of you guys. Shawn Michael, you've helped me. Your criticism, as much as it drives me nuts sometimes, has kept me on point with a lot of things. So thank you. Joshua, your faith, your love, your teaching, your energy, your perseverance for the children. Theodore always encouraging me, always being positive, always telling me I can do this, I can do that. Like, y'all are beautiful, man. So I love you guys, and just know that what I'm doing is really to try to help bring us together. And I know it might seem crazy from you guys in the perspective you're in right now, but it makes sense to me. So just wait around and we'll see. All right. I love you guys. Take care. Peace.